Yeah, apparently we've got a level 6 builder right now. I've not been paying too much attention to people leveling up anymore. That's like a weird part of the game that you forget about after everyone is sort of good enough to teach each other. Like, I mean, you only need one person to mine up all minerals and one person to create all the carpentry items. Eventually, you just sort of forget and stop caring, which is really weird to see. You know, I remember that at the start of the game, I was all about making sure that everyone was leveling up and had something to do so that they could level up. You know, I mean, it's been ages since we've told them to level up for the sake of leveling up wherever that feature has gone. I think the engineer has that feature. We should... I feel like showing it off. We got a miner right there not doing anything. Cameron. Yeah, sort of being lazy. There you are. I was going to say lazying about. Like, what? Really? Just lazying about right there. Yeah, train under level 3. It's been a while. Been a little while. So make sure these guys are doing stuff while we're screwing around. Yeah, it looks like the elevation... Oh, well, it looks like roofing is required in order to elevate to the next platform. Which is, of course, something that we need. Something that I said we needed before. But I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that we need it. So let's see. This should be fine. It feels like it should be fine anyway. It should all connect fairly well. There's going to be 4 towers here. 1 at each corner. It's not perfectly symmetrical. But they should be cylindrical anyway, so we'll make sure it works out. And they should all be the same size. But I'm not too sure if they should be taller than these 2 towers or smaller. And I think that's the weird thing I'm trying to sort of figure out right now. Because on the build, on the Minecraft build, they're about the same size. These 2 towers are maybe 2 blocks taller. But this is meant to be the center of the castle. It's meant to be the bit that's overshadowing the rest of the castle. And I think it makes sense to make this bit bigger. If that's the case, then it will make sense to go up maybe an extra layer. Make sure the stairways are going up an extra bit. So that's what we're going to end up doing. Let's get our bricks. And well, these actually level out about here. So it makes sense to... Well, yeah, we need to go up by an extra block. That's why... There we go. I got there in the end. So there we go. Oh, bit of a problem right there. Just make sure they can actually get down there and they don't screw up later on. Of course, I'll forget and then have the same problem again. There we go. And this should be good enough for the last sort of layer. I feel like going up by an extra amount, it just works. It makes sense. In my mind, it makes sense anyway. Let's get some scaffolding done. Okay, I'm screwing this up royally. There we go. Right, let's go take us out some wolves while we wait for our castles to be constructed. There's quite a few of them, quite the pack. Let's make sure they don't start breeding. We're going to meet them at the front lines. It looks like a Finette has already aggroed a few of them. Farkas also, us going in to help out. We're losing someone, which I can't remember the name of. I saw them over here. Who is the other person? Stuart right there. Stuart's being lazy, guys. Just saying. It's usually Naria's job. Which is, once again, something else I forgot. I haven't accused Naria of being lazy too much lately. He's been doing a good job. Been building. Just been a productive member of the entire group. A good number of kills. They're charging in. We should hopefully get the strikes before they can. That was very nice. Little sort of bonk on the nose right there. It was quite adorable looking. In a very masochistic sort of way. I did get a little bit of pleasure out of that. I'm not going to lie. We're moving up. 0 damage. And I think that should be it. Let's just pause right now. Is there a hotkey? There probably is a hotkey for pausing. I just haven't paid attention. Yeah, there's 2 more over there. We can get Usk and Finette to deal with them, since Usk is the Jedi Master and Finette is the apprentice right there. Or Padawan. Yeah. There you go. I try to make a reference right there to the beloved Star Wars series. But didn't really forget. Well, didn't what? Screwing up today. The only way to really reset is just to go blah, 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 blah. I feel like it makes... No. You always say I think something, okay? It makes sense in my mind. It's a good way just to refresh, get the blood flowing. 2 wolves coming up, 2 Finette right there. Finette's going to deal with them by herself, dead on. Oh, but us got the final kill. right there. And Oscar just sort of came up to Finette. You should not be too hasty in combat. You should not let your emotions control you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, master. You son of a bitch. That's what you sound like, Finette. You son of a bitch. Today's episode of Timber and Stone is featuring this voice actor right here. I feel like I'm voice acting that really weird kid from that show, yeah, that says a lot. Or Casey Miller. Hi, I'm Casey Miller. Anyway. Awful. I say awful, not awful. Accent's great, but my portrayal of it, perhaps not so much. I quite like how the slab works right there. Like, imagine not having any stone at all. That would look quite nice. That's a design choice I may need to pay a little bit more attention to in the future. We're still working on this side of the world, though. Of the world? What? What is it with all of these words that I'm using to describe a larger landmass than what I'm trying to describe? And yet, at the same time, when I want to describe something big, I always describe it as something smaller. Like before, I said building when I meant over here, and what I meant to say was the world. I don't... My brain today, it's fried. It is dead. Done. Cast away. I mean, it's Monday, and I had a pretty busy weekend, I won't lie. I mean, Stonehope updated. We had the new live stream and that lot, which is pretty fantastic. I did some recording on Sunday. Lots of editing in the meantime during that. It was quite busy. I guess I didn't really relax. But still, I mean, there you go. That is a part of life. Okay, not all of us have to relax on the weekends, unfortunately. But there you go. Hopefully... Should it be? What's going on? I can't remember what's going on this weekend. It's usually quite random, I'm not gonna lie. It's usually random. Depends. It's all busy, but I love doing it anyway. So there you go. That's all good. It is all good. Just means every now and again you get a little bit fatigued. I'm like just sort of banging my belly right there. Try and get the blood flowing. We're getting close to the top. We should extend these towers by a little bit more just to keep the builders busy. We'll do it by 2 blocks on either side. There we go. And I'm just doing this out of I don't want to neglect these towers like I usually do with them. I'm not too sure why. Ugh, stop saying I'm not too sure why. Don't do it. The Innkeeper's catchphrases. There we go. Is this voice going to become a normal thing? Probably not. I don't usually do voices. I'm not very good at them. That's why. There's a pretty good reason why. It's because I'm bad. To be honest, that wolf count right there, as many as I felt like there were, also didn't feel like there was enough. That sentence made so much sense. We need to look for more, because I feel like there should probably be more. I guess not. I guess there isn't more. There's a spider right there. A dead one, I think. Yep, looks dead. It's not twitching or anything, which is good news. Got our beloved forest right here, completely just destroyed. Deforestation right now. Can barely breathe in this climate. And this castle, it's getting there. The center is looking a little bit more blocky right now, which I actually I appreciate it. It's going to look nice once we actually get all the crenellations and that lot done. This bit needs to now poke out by 1 extra block. So we've got to this layer. Now we need to get rid of these bits. You can just get up from there. There we go, just in case. I don't want you to start hovering, which they usually do. So yeah, we get rid of the scaffolding. Now what we need to do is make sure this goes out by 1 block. There we go. Same on this side. Oh, wait, it's going to be a bit awkward on this bit. So how am I going to get this connected? So this is the walking layer in the middle. Let's make sure this actually works. There we go. Well, not works, but make sure it's going to connect. So let's see. If I look at the map right here, I've got like an image of the Minecraft build. I should have really had a top-down image. That would have saved me a lot of time. Let's just make sure we get these sides built first, because it's got that in mind. And I don't want my mind to sort of predict where it's going to be, and then it's not actually going to be there. And I get confused, and then sad, and I start crying, and lots of awful things starts to happen, really, and it's not great. All the tears. Just all the salty, delicious tears. Let's make sure this actually connects out. I'm looking forward to seeing what the back part of our castle is really going to look like after this is all done. Because it's usually the part of buildings that I neglect, especially castles. I did this with the mansion build, if anyone saw that a very long time ago. Castle Story was a game that I played quite a lot of back in the day. And I did a lot of time lapses with those. And there was a mansion that I made as a Halloween special. And it took ages, probably the longest build I have ever done, at least in that game. It was about 12 hours of just building. It took ages, and it was worth it. It looked great. So I felt good just because it looked great. But at the same time, actually, do we want to... Where do we want these crenellations to go? I'll think about that in my mind. But at the same time, it just took something out of me. It took something out, and I don't think I ever got it back. Yeah, I kind of like it like this. Like these two bits right here, and then we have the crenellations continue. It just means that we don't have anything on this corner. Actually, we do want... No, we don't want anything in that corner. So I want to do the same on this side. Also, I'm not sure if that made sense right there, because I got distracted halfway through wherever the hell I was talking about. So it was like Castle Story and constructions. Alright, yeah. The neglecting of the back of castles. Yeah, on that build, the back of the mansion is just blank. I did the front, I got the windows and all the roofs and stuff like that sorted out. Make sure I gave it a little bit of detail, a little bit of aesthetical tension. But I did not work on the back, which made it look a little bit weird. Which is my fault, obviously, because I was the one building it. But at the same time, I take no responsibility. None at all. That is all your fault. All your fault. That's right, I'm pointing to you. You, right there. I'm not pointing right now, obviously, because I'm sort of... You got to use both hands to use the controls. So, at least when it comes to deleting and that lot. Just remember, you can do this with the crenellations. I'm just saying, Innkeeper. Whoa, looks like a timer. Not really. I'm just going insane. I'm going a little bit nuts right now. It's great. It's a great feeling. It's looking nice. I'm appreciating it a lot more. I appreciated it before anyway, but now I'm appreciating it a lot more. We need to make sure we get the roof done here. I'm not too sure why they're neglecting that. I quite like this. Although, we will need to get rid of this layer. Oh, wait, no. I just realized the wall at the bottom is for some reason a different castle brick. I guess I like that because it looks like it's part of the trench. It makes sense. Not the trench, the moat. Yeah, it just makes it look a little bit like it's a part of it, so I'm not really worried about that too much. Some people are probably worried that this bit's looking a little bit too blocky. Don't you worry. It should hopefully start to look a little less blocky when we start adding a few extra details here and there. This bit at the back already is working out for us. It's the front that we need to get sorted out, and it should hopefully breach the awkwardness of it being a little bit too square or blocky, like I said. Right, so we need to go ahead and get this front part done. We need to make sure the crenellations are actually going to work with it. So if we go across to about 6 blocks on this side, same with this side. 6 blocks. Actually, no, it should be about 4 blocks. There we go. No, it should be 4 blocks. Yeah, 4. And then it opens up like this. So it's not meant to... It's meant to, like I said, get rid of the blocky nature of it all. This is awkward, actually. I think this is off. No, it's 22, so it should be fine. So this should be... This is 14. Either side here goes to 4. So make sure it looks the same, because it looks slightly off to me. I'm not too sure why that is. Is it because of this bit? So this is 8. Yeah, okay, that's why. I hate it when I do this to myself. I don't know how I screw up this badly. So what have I missed out on? There's no way this should be looking like this. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 4, 4. Yeah, there isn't any reason why they should be looking like this. These two are connected perfectly. The middle here is just uneven for some reason. Also, we got 2 blocks sticking out right there. I'm not too sure why that is. So we got 4 blocks here, and then 4 blocks, and it gets to this part. It gets the actual connection. The connection. Right there. 8. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just this block is already built. Bleh. There we go. Had a little bit of a brain melt there. I thought I colossally screwed up. I always do this. No matter how much... Oh, come on. You know the word. Come on. Don't destroy me. I've got this. No, I don't. I don't. Okay. Preparation, that's it. I hate how I'm late on these things. No matter how much preparation, I always get the numbers wrong. Every single time. Even if I count them a million times on Minecraft, and I screwed up that castle a few times when making it. That's why I made it in Minecraft. So I didn't have to go through the unfortunate screwing up phase of the castle. I want to make sure it looks as good as possible. But yeah, even then, I screw up royally. It's a problem. I'm dealing with it right now. But at the same time, I'm not dealing with it right now. Yeah, it's just going to happen right now. What are you doing? I guess you haven't been assigned to... Yeah, you're staying idle. Stuart, need to go back to your guard position right there, right at the front of the castle. Try again once again. Something that was built a little while ago right now. Especially these walls. Yeah, I was talking about the roads, not the walls. There we go, good job. I was talking about the roads. It feels like that was about 30 episodes ago now. Remember, once again, I think it was, yeah, right here. In fact, probably one of these food carts or something in here was the original storage location. Think about that for a second. That's history. That is history, and it's a beautiful thing. But now, it's like a castle and some flattened land. We need to work around this a little bit more, because I think it looks a little bit bad now. Need to make sure it's flattened. Get rid of all this wheat eventually as well, because it is a complete and utter eyesore. No one wants to buy our wheat. No merchant wants to buy any of our stuff. But none of these guys are really bothering with the wheat. I mean, someone did say that I should stop making wheat. Yeah, I guess I should. Let's just remove wheat. There we go. Completely remove the wheat. Was it not a byproduct of anything? Remove wheat farm. Remove wheat farm. There we go. So we're just going to get rid of all of our wheat. We got tons of it anyway, so we should be fine. Oh, wait, there's some more over here. We don't need it right now, because we were previously using it to make these thatch roofing, but we have so much of it. But yeah, that was a good idea, just to get rid of it completely. Let's continue onwards with our builds. Now, what we do here is we go along by 3 more. There we are. This looks a little bit different to the build, but I feel like, you know, maybe breaching out a little bit more. So now it should go forward by 2 blocks, then 2 blocks right here, and then 3 blocks. Actually, no, probably like that, so it connects up. Yeah, like that. That's good. And then it should just sort of go across by this much. And it's not meant to completely stick out and overarch or overshadow this entire castle gate, I suppose. It's just meant to stick out a little bit. In fact, yeah, I feel like it maybe should go out a little bit more. Well, no, it looks a bit weird right now because I don't currently have the crenellated wall planned. So eventually, when this bit gets constructed, and we want to get a little bit more done on this side as well, just to make it look a little less flat. Make sure those connect. Yep, it looks good. This shouldn't look too weird once we actually get the crenellated wall installed. Look at them, they're all hard at work. It's great to see. And now it's starting to look significantly less squared off. Obviously, these 2 sides are probably going to be a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit, just a smidge bit different right there. We've got the same thing going on, actually, with the whole crenellations, where we thickened it by 2 blocks. I'm still questioning that look. I like it, but I mean, do I like that one more? I honestly don't know. I do think it looks a lot stronger, though. So maybe, well, like, this is something that, well, I don't want to get rid of it now, because it'd be a pain in the ass to get rid of it on the back part of our castle. So now we're gonna live with it. Also, that looks really, really weird. So they're all stuck down there right now. We should really be placing these random storage sections of our castle around, just so they don't have to keep going up and down. It's like these random storage stockpiles. We just have them planted around the entire build. Like this. Make their lives a lot easier. Are they all stuck up here? Looks like they're fine. They just need to get up. There you go. Now they should be able to come down. There we go. They know what they're doing, hopefully. I like to think so. It looks like some scaffolding is still not being built along this part of our wall right here. Let's go back to our utilities. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted at all. Let's make sure we're not building any scaffolding at the bottom layer right there. Looks like we're fine. Right, so it's meant to do this. hopefully that should get them to build some scaffolding. Let's just move these guys along so that they don't try and build anything. Don't try it. We could get some scaffolding built along the other side instead, maybe. We still need to extend this tower. Let's make sure we got these on so we know where we're going here. And we're starting to get dangerously close. We're still, well, I said that previously, but we are still getting close. Dangerously so. It's scary, okay? It is very scary. Now, I've actually completely lost track of time, so I'm just going to assume that we'll be done at that bit. That's right, that bit. You don't know what I'm pointing at, but that bit. So, yeah. Hopefully, that helps out. Hopefully it does. Like I said, though, I said we might get it done today, but these guys are sort of working at a bit of a snail's pace. So we're getting there. Mostly we're just working on the details. I didn't say we were going to get done today. I think I said we were going to sort of get there for the most part. Which also doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So there we go. At least we might be able to get these 2 towers done instead, which is pretty exciting to think about. How's the scaffolding going? Looks like they constructed it on along that side, which is very nice to see. Do you need to move, good sir? You're a little bit stuck up there. You good, Ephrael? You want to move there, buddy? You got some brick on you. That's pretty nice to see. You doing, Cameron? You looking over the edge? Oh, he's having a nice little gander. Look at that. That is quite the view, though. Like, I would love to look down at the keep, at the kingdom from here. Like, Islay is going to have a fantastic view of the entire kingdom. Like, look at that. That is fantastic. She can see everything. She'll be able to see it. She will be able to see everything. The tower should be up here. Or at least those 2 towers should be probably still trying to come up to what kind of conclusion. What? I don't know how you follow all this. I imagine most people like skip it and just see what all the progress I've done and then like move along. Because, or at least sometimes. God, that's disheartening. A little bit. Then again, not everyone has 30 minutes of their time in order to watch some guy babble on. Babylon. There we go. Is that an ancient... That's some sort of ancient place, isn't it? Or something to do with Mayans. Anyway. We'll get there. Oh, come on! Right. Stop trying to bundle up. I really wish they would just swap places. Alright, here we go. All come down. Let's, you know, calm down right now. Let's get it all done. I feel like it makes sense for these 2 towers to be slightly taller. Just because these 4 towers that are going to be attached to this building right here are actually quite small. So I think they would look really weird if they were to extend too high up. Why are you ignoring this? They seem to just ignore parts of the construction for some random reason. They just stop caring about it. Let's get some scaffolding. And let's make sure that we have a connection on either side here. And we're probably going to need one on this side as well. Oh, we're going to need a few things, actually. I can smell toast. Yeah, there's a toaster. That's what my computer is. Currently feels like a toaster. I don't sit on it. Come on, guys. Not one by one. Someone wants to come down, but the rest of you want to come up. Maybe I need to get some scaffolding installed just so you stop getting stuck. Get some sort of buffer system sorted out. Same with this side. I probably need that. You know, just random bits of scaffolding. Actually, I'm not sure that helps out too much right there. This bit's a bit more awkward. This one's straighter, so it's easier. I made a way to get up here, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I've got some staircases. Okay, that's good. Just making sure, because otherwise that would be a bit weird and a bit awkward to make another one. Well, to make a way to get there. Right, so it looks like I'm going to have to just sort of deconstruct this part of our castle and make it again. I can't remember what I did. So we're just winging it now. It looks like I went along by 2 blocks here, though. Actually, I went along by 2 there and then 3 here. There we go. So hopefully they should be trying to get the rest of it constructed now. We have re-selected it, but it might be that they're just trying to get all this other stuff. Let's stop them from getting any constructions done on these pillars in the center, where these spiral staircases will go. There we go. So these 2 towers are still trying to get constructed. Let's make sure we got some pillars right here, just because I feel like it makes sense. Do we want anything right there? Not really. Let's get a bit of scaffolding just so they can build the top layer. Top block. Since they can only build 3 blocks high. They're getting there. I think they built a little bit more. I think. Can they get there? Maybe that's the problem. We need to get some of our... We need to get the flooring done for this, really. So we'll get some flat stone. We'll make sure these 2 bits are connected. Make sure the whole thing's connected. It's meant to be anyway, so... There we are. This is going to use up a ridiculous amount of stone. And I like the idea of that. So there we go. We'll get it all connected. Nice and ready to go. For when we want to start constructing our towers. Which should be fairly soon. This bit's going to be a bit awkward now. Because I haven't actually made it into flat stone. So we're going to have to get some mining done. Pretty much at this point. And this point right here. Where else? We'll have to sort of get the other bits done in due time. How does the scaffolding work along here? I don't think it's meant to. I think this part is just meant to... I mean, we can have it square off, but we'll see how our towers are going to work first. So we've got our 1 miner to get all this stuff done. I mean, I guess he's going to be working hard, so that's not too bad to see. These guys are still going up and down. I guess they're getting all their fieldstone stuff done. Just make sure that fieldstone is only normal stone. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's 4 stone. So really, this is going to be quite the expensive sort of layer right here. And we're sort of quite low on the old stone already. So we need to probably get some mining done later on. Of course, we don't have the necessary number of miners just yet. And I don't feel like it's a priority at the moment. So we're not going to work on that. Looks like we're fine. No enemies are about. Looks like Finette right there. Sort of trying to traverse her way through the garrison. And also the engineering area. Which once again, feels like it was a little while ago. We've got our weird sort of shed right there. When it's meant to be some sort of Roman battering ram. Same with the catapult, or the mangonel. Which I still think is quite nice looking. When I look at that, I think catapult. You know, it looks like a catapult. There you go. Works out. The wheels are a bit weird, and it would never work, but there you go. Can't be perfect, I'm afraid. Crenellations would be good to get started. We've got this bit done, and on this side as well, we've already got the pillars installed. We want to get something on this side installed as well, but we want to make sure these 2 stairways right here are deleted, so that we can get some pillars installed there, because I feel like it would make sense. The miner's already gone down, though, to get these... Oh, no, is he tired? Must be tired, or he hungry or something. Yep, he's quite tired, so you know what? We're going to choose you, Colby, to get some mining done. And look at these guys. They're sort of getting their jobs done. It's nice to see. Working hard. It will all pay off. Eventually, they'll all have their nice council houses. It'll be all detached. It'll be nice. Okay? Not much tax. Although tax as an option in this would be pretty good. I mean, there is gold. So I felt like some sort of taxation would be nice. Similar to that of Stronghold. And, you know, it affects their happiness and that, their productivity and that kind of thing. So, you know what? You can get rid of tax appropriately whenever you want them to be a lot more productive, a lot more happy. But it means that, you know, upkeep might end up being a problem. But then again, it might be... I mean, the devs aren't really focusing on that kind of gameplay. So, there you go. That's just me being a little bit too advantageous on playing Stronghold. There you go. I should play Stronghold. There you go. Yeah. I always say, there you go, and then take a drink. I'm not just sure if this is a normal thing. Let's zoom out right now. I feel like that was too loud. I was feeling overwhelmed. It's looking good, though. That is our layer right there. That is a delicious piece of castle cake. And it is looking fine. It is looking absolutely fine. The middle bit, though, not so much. I feel like, yeah, we just need to get the pillars sorted out. These 2 towers are underway. Should we have gone up an extra layer? Oh. Wait. A wolf has been spotted. Oh, no. They've been there for ages. I really wish they would disappear after sort of 5 or even then 30 seconds after the wolf has been dispatched. Just so I don't have to manually do it. Let's keep going. That's just a first world problem. For some reason, they're once again just not bothering with this. I don't know why. Well, it looks like we need to expand a little bit more on the old scaffolding. There we go.